Hi, I'm Max Greenfield. And if you're anything like me, reading can be, well, kind of hard. And sometimes it makes me a little sleepy. You know, when I was writing this book, I never had any intention of ever reading it myself, but, well, today, I'm gonna read it to all of you. Oh, and please forgive me if at some point I need to take a nap. Let's go.
Come on an adventure. What will we read today? Discover all the treasures on every single page. Stories take you places you've never been before. Read with me and you'll see new worlds, new friends and more. Come on an adventure. What will we read today?
All right, 3, 2, 1. Let me tell you something. You know, I'm an actor, for real, in real life. I'm also a writer.
So do you have a
but
YouTube channel?
I do not have a YouTube channel, but I get it. Nah, not really.
Are you rich? Probably know the answer to that.
All right, I'm gonna ask one question. Ready?
Okay.
Who likes to read books?
Me.
Okay, sort of,
I love
like,
books.
all right,
Kinda.
all right, mixed audience. Okay, good. Well, the name of this book is I Don't Want to Read This Book.
Huh? Weird. What was it again?
This is I Don't Want to Read This Book, written by Max Greenfield. That's me. And illustrated by Mike Lowry. Here we go. The book for kids who don't like to read books. I Don't Want to Read This Book, written by Max Greenfield and illustrated by Mike Lowry, but you guys know that already.
Yeah.
Ready?
Yes. Of course.
I don't want to read this book. I know it happens to be the title of this book, but let me make myself very clear. I really don't want to read it.
It was crazy. He was reading the book and he didn't want to read it.
I mean, why would I read this book? I already know what's gonna happen. I'm going to open up the front cover only to find pages with, let me guess, words. That's right, you got it. Sometimes a lot of words. This is not one of those pages. But this one is words, 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 words.
Words, and so on.
Look, most words are fine, like cake and
YouTube.
YouTube. YouTube, but some words are just plain ridiculous. Take the word doubt, for example. What is a bee doing in there?
That's actually a good question.
If no one can hear the bee, why do I have to see it? I doubt whoever put it there was very smart at all. Other words are just too big, like infinitesimal. Who can say infinitesimal? If you can believe it, this word means small.
That's a really big word. Isn't it funny that that word means small?
Words like infinitesimal are the exact reason I don't want to read this book. As if words weren't bad enough, I'm sure this book also has its fair share of sentences, which are really just too many words all smushed together with a period at the end.
That is true.
Sentences are the worst. I don't ever want to read a book that has sentences in it, period.
Max says he doesn't like sentences, but there's sentences in the book. I don't get it.
Which brings me to paragraphs. I do not, under any circumstance, want to read a book with a single paragraph in it.
Oh no.
Did you know that a paragraph can be more than a half a page long? I have seen some that take up an entire page. I mean, what are these paragraphs trying to prove? Just looking at a paragraph exhausts me. All of those words.
Wait, is Max reading or complaining?
I would love to meet a person who is able to read a full paragraph and not lose their train of thought.
I lose my train when I'm... Wait.
As if anyone on Earth wouldn't lose interest after a sentence or two and start thinking about other things, like how Ozzy threw his snack at Tilly today right in the middle of class, and how no one could believe it, and how Tilly was like, "Oh, what is wrong with you, Ozzy?" And how Ozzy was like, well,
I think everyone loses their train of thought, even grown-ups.
wait a minute. Where was I again? Oh, yeah, paragraphs. Yuck. I don't want to read any book that has a paragraph in it. Paragraphs belong in chapter books, and chapter books are for people with nothing better to do. Ugh, chapter 2. I still don't want to read this book. All the things I could be doing that are more important than reading this book. 1, eating cake. 2, eating cake and watching YouTube. 3, watching YouTube and not eating cake. But truth be told, I'd prefer to be eating cake.
I can always eat cake, unless it's chocolate. That's the one dessert I won't eat.
My brain hurts. And my eyes, they feel tired. Reading this book has been a truly miserable experience for me. I can't believe I'm almost done with this book. I did not want to read it. After I'm done, I'm gonna need some space. Ugh. I really don't want to read the last page. I already know what it's going to say. It's how all books end. As if anything could be more predictable. Let's just get it over with, I guess. Here we go, you guys. The end. Can't believe I just read this book. The chances of it ever happening again are infinitesimal.
Infinitesimal.
Some space.
Now go get your space.
Space.
Maybe he just needed a timeout.
Okay, here we go. Who wants to ask the first question? Oh my God, everybody has questions. I'm already tired. Over here.
Why did you write this book even though you didn't want to?
Writing the book was awesome. I just don't like reading books. You know, reading is a skill, like playing the guitar. I remember being a young boy and learning how to read and it being really hard for me. And looking at other kids who were just, you know, rushing through these books and it was so easy for them.
Reading might be hard, but you should never give up.
This is something we all learn to do and we find the ways that we love to do it.
You should just keep trying, and when you get it, you'll feel proud of yourself. And that's what you should feel.
If somebody told you to read a book, how would you feel?
Great question. Certain books that I was asked to read, it was really difficult for me. It was hard for me to tell a teacher that I find this really difficult. And so that's why I loved writing this book, because it was a way for me to say all the things that I felt when I was a lot younger that I didn't think I was allowed to say.
Would you really prefer to eat cake and watch YouTube more than you wanted to read this book?
Well, I guess it really depends on what kind of cake it is. If it's a really good cake, yes. This is the real answer. You read a little bit of the book, you eat a little cake. Then you come back, you read a little bit more of the book, maybe you finish the book, and then you eat some more cake.
I would read a book and eat cake at the same time.
Well, that's too much for me. Maybe you can, I can't.
I can.
Okay, so in my book, I talked about some of my favorite words I like cake and YouTube. What are some of your favorite words that you would put into your stories?
I'm just trying to trace the names. This is my word tree.
And my story is about all the words I like.
Risky,
Food,
music, curious.
friends. I put bestie, and that means best friend.
I like winter because my birthday's in winter. I love my sisters.
Family.
Love. I have a very fragile heart.
We just dance a party and have cake and ice cream.
I'm just writing some of my favorite words down.
Perfect.
This is my word tree. It's about my family, and we like to party.
I do a lot of designs.
I wrote down the word generosity. I like to give.
I have adventure and magic because I like adventure and magic books.
This is about fun things I do with my mom. I do this all the time with my sisters, karaoke. I like to play video games with my family. I love to bake and cook with her, and I love to hang out with her.
Can you fit your leaf? Probably. This is a version of me in the picture, but not exactly me.
I love to tell stories. I love the story when I'm the author.
Mine is there, and this is what happens.
That actually wasn't as bad as I thought. I guess that's the cool thing about books. They can be about anything. They can even be about not wanting to read them. What would your story be about?
My story will be about leaders doing good things.
People having fun.
My book would be funny. I love funny books. I love to laugh.
My book would be set in England. I have a really good British accent.
Happy writing, and even reading.